Hey everyone, I wanted to do a tutorial of making these really easy VHS sticker release, sticker holder books. And these are a few of the finished ones that I've made. And I'm gonna go through the whole process with you and show you how they're made. So what you're gonna need is a VHS. You're gonna need some kind of folder, like a manila folder or anything, like it doesn't matter what the color is, and you want it inside out, or at least if there's like writing on it like there is on mine, we want to get that covered up. So I'm turning mine inside out. You want 5 sheets of the sticker release paper. You're also going to want some paper clips, something to cut with, whether that be a scissors, or I have a paper cutter that I use, and I'll show you that in a second. And you're also going to need a bookbinding set of some kind. I have this little awl, which is what they use to poke holes. And you're going to need some thread and a needle. You are also going to need something that, if you have a laminator, you can use that. I have one, so I'm going to use it just because I don't want to go out and purchase more stuff. But there are lamination sheets that you can buy online that don't require a laminator. So that's a good option for people that don't already own a laminator. And actually, I think that's probably the better option, because when you do laminate, like you just saw me showing this, if you cut too close to the edge of the lamination, it delaminates. So what I'm going to do is actually glue that back together. But with the other with the other lamination sheets that you just put, like, place on here, you don't have that problem. So you'll also need some kind of glue. I'm just going to use glue stick. You do want to be careful not to apply too much glue though to this paper, because it's really thin and you don't want it to get wrinkly. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I missed out. I think that's all the supplies that we'll need, so let's get into the tutorial. So I have a few that are in progress right now. I have these 3 that are almost done. They just need, you're also going to need duct tape, whatever color you want. That's one thing I forgot. These need their duct tape, and if you want trim, like lace or pom-poms or stars or flowers or whatever, that's another thing, another item you might need. So these have the paper in them already, but they're missing their outside ends. Does that make any sense? They're missing the duct tape and the trim. And then these 2 I have already laminated, but I have not done anything else to them yet. This is a brand new VHS, kind of still sealed, but don't worry, there's not much value in it, even sealed. So I'm going to show you the whole process using All Dogs Go to Heaven, because what a great movie, right? What a great sentiment, right? So what you're gonna do is open up your movie box. Oh, how fun. I forgot that this was gonna be in here. Cute. Because that's the easiest way I find to take these out, is to open them up. Otherwise, they're stuck in there. All right. Perfect. And then you can save this and do something else fun with it. I saved some of mine. I didn't save all of them because that's a lot to save. But you can put goodies in here, like if you are a collector like me, once you take the tape out. And if you are a reseller, you can use it to like sell stuff. So that's pretty nifty. All right, now let's get into the tutorial for real. And if you're using a laminator like me, you'll need laminating pouches. If you're not using a laminator, you'll need the other kind of lamination pouch. And while I am doing this step, if you do have a laminator, you can turn it on, and I just have it on the 3mm setting. I'm not really sure if 5 is better or worse. I would think that like the 5mm setting, like see how it has here the 2 different settings. I guess it depends on, I don't know honestly. Like does it depend on the pouch, or does it depend on what you're laminating? I don't know. This is very thin, so I'm just gonna go with the lower level, because I feel like the higher level sometimes actually does worse. I don't know. That might just be weird me, but, and by like worse, I mean like it doesn't get it close enough to the edge. Okay, so I'm gonna try to stay in frame. I'm kind of at an awkward angle. But I'm gonna do my best. Okay, so first step is cutting off the spine of your VHS. I just try to follow like the line here, and then probably on this side, I'll try to follow this proof of purchase line. But you don't really need to worry about it that much. It's just a craft, right? Like, none of this is that big of a deal. Okay, I was a little crooked. It's okay. It's gonna be fine. Don't let it stress you out. And then keep this little strip. You can make a bookmark out of it. So we have our 2 sides, and let's, wow, that's interesting. So it's corners here, but it's round down here. Okay. Corner here, but round here. Interesting. All right. So I'm trying to see how much. Doesn't look like it looks like they're pretty even. So I think we're good. I might go ahead and cut this piece a little bit. Just because I can, why not? Since this is one that I do intend to sell, I want to make it as, you know, perfect as I can. But generally my idea when crafting is not perfection. It's just trying to have fun, right? Okay, so that's done for now. We will come back to the paper cutter, but the next step is going to be gluing down our VHS cover to our manila folder, or whatever type of folder you ended up with. I do it like, you want to make sure that this side goes like that, it's the right side, right? Is what all I'm trying to say. That we put the back on the back and the front on the front. Otherwise, we'll be flipping it the wrong way. So this is I think I'm gonna do the back side first, because I want to leave a little space away from the corner edge. So I'm kind of trying to just kind of eyeball and see where I want it. Because whenever we put our duct tape, we are going to make our duct tape a little bit smaller, but it's still going to be like big, and so it's going to cover up some of the image. And because of that, I'm going to put mine not completely flush with the edge. And I'm going to use, oh wait, now I feel like I have it the wrong way. Wait, okay. Front, back, okay. So you see like they have these lines here. I'm going to use one of those lines to kind of help guide me. I'm going to put it flush to the bottom of the and then one other item you might want, some kind of trying to move it down a little bit, some kind of bone folder or something to, oh my gosh, it's so crooked. Hold on, I have to concentrate. You can't talk.
Wish a little bit about handheld vacuum cleaner.
Okay, sorry about the interruption. So, a bone folder or anything, like, you could use a credit card just to make sure that it's all the way down. And I'm trying to see, it's kind of a little crooked, I think, but like I said, that's okay. So when I do the other side, I kind of just like try to line it up by looking at the bottom and make it as even as I can. Again, this is not rocket science. This is just a craft project. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm not gonna be too precious. I'm not gonna be too delicate. It's fine. But I am gonna put a lot of glue, even though we are gonna be laminating it, so I don't worry about it too much. And I apologize if if I'm like out of focus or not in frame. I'm still figuring all that out. Trying to get it. Where it looks like it's pretty straight. Let's see. It's a little crooked though at the bottom. That's one nice thing about the glue stick, is that you can move it around. And I'm not gonna worry about the fact that like it's not exactly straight on the side, because the what's it called? The duct tape will cover that up. Okay. So there we have both of our sides. Now, you could use your cutting tool to cut this out. I'm just going to use scissors. I feel like pretty decent with scissors, and I am sometimes not great with the, what are they called? Blade Runner? No, I'm pretty sure that's a movie. I do try to take my time so that I can get it as close to the edge as possible. Okay, so there we are. There we have it. Done. Just kidding. Okay. Keep this. Never know what you might want to do with it, or don't. I don't know your situation. You might be a hoarder like me. Maybe you need to throw it away. Clean this up a little bit. All right, now I'm being too precious. Our next step is grabbing our lamination page, and your laminator should be heated up by now. I just go ahead and stick it in there. Oh man, okay. So I made it too big. Let's see if we can fix it. Ruh-roh. I've done this a bunch of times, but I wonder if this particular, like, cause I've done this with Disney movies, but maybe this one is bigger. So I'm gonna try to put them both closer to the edge than I had them. Hey, this is part of it. Trial and error. It was a little crooked. I hope I can get the other side off. I'm kind of worried. Okay. Okay. Okay, now let's see this side. No. It's starting to rip here. Shoot. Not good, friends. Not good. Okay. 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 Yes, it ripped a little bit. Let's add a little bit more glue. I'm adding it directly to here because I'm afraid to put it on here. All right, let's try this again. I'm not even gonna line them up. I'm just gonna hope for the best. It is a little bit crooked, but that's okay. I think it'll be able to fit in the laminator now, but I do have to cut off this edges. Okay. So that was, you know, real time. That happens. Just go with it. You know, and if I would have ripped it, I don't know what I would have did. I might have could use like scrapbook paper or something different on the back. Possibly. But I was able to salvage it. It's not perfect, but neither am I. And God, what is perfectionism anyway? If this was a perfect item, then I mean, how would anyone know it's handmade? Okay, let's see. It's just barely over, so that's good. All right, moment of truth. We got it. We made it fit. All right. Now, I don't think I really need to show y'all necessarily how the laminator works. It's plugged in somewhere else. You literally just put it through. You put this side in first, the closed side. Let's see if I can bring it over here. Okay, barely reaches, but it does reach. So, like I said, just want to make sure it's all good. And the blue dot means it's ready. If it's red, it's not ready yet. And I like to do it 2 times. I don't know if that makes a difference or not. But I'll do it this way and then I'll flip it and do it the other way. Don't worry if this starts curling on the side. You should be fine. And then I put it in this way. All right, and I'll be back when this comes out. Okay, we're back. After you've done that step, you want to cut the excess around the edge here. But like I said earlier, if you get too close to the edge of the movie, it may come undone. So I'm gonna try to stay, I don't know what that is, at like a millimeter or something. I don't know, I'm not really good at measurements. And that's why I say if you don't have a laminator and you have to buy the other stuff, I honestly think it's easier and better. It's harder to put on, but the outcome is a little bit better, I think, in my opinion. I've not used it before, but see, I went kind of close on this side. Why did I do that? And then I have to, this is what I always do, and then I have to go back and even it up on the other side, and then it opens up. And this is a curve. And you could do this with your cutting tool too, if you prefer. Like, I just prefer scissors. I feel like I have more control. And And then bend it, get a little look-see. Yeah, I need to trim some off of this side. I'm actually gonna just cut this to be circular even though there's a square there. Not a square, a corner. Because I don't want it to poke anyone. And I'm kind of just looking at it by eye. Oh, I made this corner very tight. So it's going to be very tiny corner. Okay. That looks pretty good. I think there's a little bit too much up here. It's also pretty hard to see because it's clear. Kind of wanted to try putting like a holographic on one of these. I might do it on one of the other ones first. I can show you that, but I have never done it before, so I don't know. Oh, by the way, I should have said this in the beginning. I pretty much, this tutorial probably almost exactly the same tutorial I'm redoing. I originally saw Thrifty Day on YouTube. Well, she's on multiple platforms. She's one of my favorite junk journalers. I saw her tutorial making these, and that's where I got this from. So she always also says you want to make sure you cap your glue so that it doesn't run out, because glue can be expensive. I'm gonna go ahead and now trying to throw away my trash so my workstation stays. This is my little bookbinding like kit. This came together with this book binder thing. You can do really cool different kinds of stitches using it, but I haven't yet used it for that purpose. I do keep all my little goodies in here that I need though, so I went ahead and put my string in here and my like it came with the needle, it came with the awl. But for now I just am grabbing my paper clips and I just want to clip the book down just to start to train the spine. Oh, I thought I had another paper clip in here. That's okay. This is fine. So, set that to the side and grab your sticker paper. You're gonna have 5 sheets. Just pick up 1 sheet at a time for now. And we're just gonna fold them in half. You can try to fold them all together if you want to, but I have tried to do it that way and have not been successful. So I fold them separately, cut them together. That also took practice though. The cutting part is kind of hard. Because the sticker release paper just slides everywhere. Page 2. Well, I hope I'm in frame. Mostly. Page 3. Page 4. And so when we're done with our 5 pages, we'll have 10 sheets since we're folding them in half. And then the Okie dokie. What I do next is make sure there's no hairs and stack them all inside of each other. That one's kind of wrinkly. No hairs, I said. Okay. And I use the paper clips to then clip either the sides or the tops and the bottom. I'm gonna just do the side first, and then I'm gonna do this bottom together. What I'm trying to do is just trying to make sure that they don't move out of place. So you're gonna get your paper cutter out again. Paper cutter, that's what it's called. Sorry. And you want to make sure your pages are all lined up straight. You can measure going in the book and seeing like about how much you need to cut off. I have been doing, I think, 8 inches